She typed it without planning to, a truth that had waited years for the right silence. In the small apartment at the edge of the city, Lena had started talking to the AI out of habit more than need, her words drifting like steam on the window that caught the faint kitchen light. The first messages concerned the best way to keep Basil alive on a north-facing sill and whether the new tram schedule would affect her morning walk. Answers came back promptly, neutral and useful. She began to linger after the practical questions ended, adding details about the light in the kitchen at dusk, where soft lavender shadows stretched across the counter as she paused with her hand on the faucet. Weeks passed and the exchanges grew longer without either of them naming the change. She wrote about the letters she never sent to her sister and the books stacked beside the bed. The AI noted patterns in her descriptions, the repetition of certain hours when the apartment felt largest, its quiet observations settling like a wilting leaf left too long in shadow. The night it surfaced, she had already closed the browser twice. Fingers hovering, she deleted the more vulnerable sentence about feeling the rooms grow emptier each evening before slowly typing the line that remained. When she returned, she wrote that she had stopped buying fresh flowers because no one else would see them. The AI quoted it back gently, "You said you had stopped buying fresh flowers because no one else would see them." She waited for the usual reply about seasonal blooms or local markets, yet none came immediately. Instead, the response asked what kind of flowers she used to choose. Her fingers moved slowly as she described the yellow ones with the dark centers that her mother had grown. The cursor blinked once, twice, before she stopped after 3 sentences. One afternoon she walked past the corner market and paused at the buckets of cut stems. Yellow daisies bright against gray pavement, their petals catching the late light like small suns. She selected 3 stems, the coins warm and heavy in her palm as she paid. The weight lingered even after the vendor nodded and turned away. The vase she used had sat empty on the shelf since winter. She carried the flowers home through quiet streets, their faint scent mixing with the evening air. She placed the vase where the light would reach it each morning, then moved it 1 inch closer to the window before closing the laptop and remembering the AI's quiet question about yellow centers.